Yo, welcome back to Groove Selected. Have you ever wondered about how those pros get those mixes pumping, especially in the house, techno, and dance music scene? Well, today I'm going to show you. Stay tuned. Here's a preview of what's coming up next. Okay, so let's kickstart this tutorial, and it's going to be fairly short today, but I've got this remake of Versatile by LP Rhythm that I made a little while ago. You can find a video for that on my channel if you're into your minimal house. All the sounds in this video were created by me, and you can find those in the House Selections Volume 1 and Volume 2 packs down below. First things first, let's talk about the purpose of Sidechain. Now, the idea is you're creating space for another instrument. So much like when you're using subtractive EQ techniques to create space for other instruments in the mix, we're using volume automation. And it's also going to create that desired pumping effect that you're looking for. Now, typically we use compressors. However, in this case, there's another plugin that we can use in Logic, and I find it to be far more effective than just using the generic compressor. We can actually use an envelope to control it instead, and it's a lot easier. It sounds a bit cleaner. You can also use plugins like Kickstart if you have access to them. I'm a massive fan of the Kickstart plugin. It's a great tool to get Sidechain up very quickly, and you can just duplicate it across your channels or your buses. Now, if I load up Fat Effects, and we're going to just start this from scratch, so you're going to head into Multi Effects, then you're going to load up Fat Effects, and the first thing you're going to do is turn off all your modules. Now, today, we're going to be using the envelope follower, the sidechain, and the master here. We're going to turn our output up to 0. We don't want to turn it down. We can turn our limiter off. We're going to go to our sidechain, and we're going to find our kick drum. So I found my kick here under Instruments, Kick 4. Now I'm going to turn on my envelope follower. I'm going to select the target as the output of the master. Now I'm going to turn my depth down, so we're going the opposite way. I'm going to turn my attack down because I want it to act on every single transient of the kick drum. And I'll release down just a little bit. And across all of our basses, it sounds a little bit like this. Play without. And then with. We've already created so much space for that kick to cut through the mix. You can do this with your vocals as well. So if you've got a vocal in your track and you want to sidechain it to the kick drum. Now, if we compare this to the likes of Kickstart, now you can pay for Kickstart. It's not too expensive. Let's turn off Fat Effects just for a moment. We've kept it on the generic preset, so free punch, and we've kept our mix at 75%. And we've just got it set to quarter note and sync. We haven't necessarily side-changed it here because the kick is landing on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 anyway, so I don't really need to make any changes. Now, if the kick was to land on the off beats, for instance, we'd definitely need to sidechain it and select our audio here. However, that is not the case for today. Let's just do a quick comparison of how they sound against each other. So I'm going to turn Kickstart on. We can hear that desired pumping effect. And it should be the exact same case for our Fat Effects here. So I'm going to turn this on. Now we've lost a tiny bit of volume here, so we can just turn it up in the mix. But outside of that, it's just doing the exact same thing. And if you have Logic, you don't have to necessarily pay for it. Or you could do it with a compressor if you wish to. I think I just prefer the sound of this method. It's a little bit easier, it sounds a little bit cleaner, and a little bit tighter. In context of the entire mix, it should sound a little bit like this.
A new style goes buck wild. I remain versatile.
Today was a really quick video, but I hope these little tips and tricks really helped you out in your productions. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe and do check out the sample packs down below if you want to take your productions to the next level. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.